Hi, I'm Mark Hadaway, Managing Director of Lubron UK, and we're really excited to announce our partnership with Ipswich School Rugby. I like that.
Hello and welcome to Ipswich School. It is a huge day here in Suffolk as they welcome Sedbergh for a double header. Under 16s kicking off in a few moments' time, followed by that enormous first 15 clash at 1 p.m. And a big thank you, by the way, to Lubron, whose advert we saw there, for helping put this one together today. Very much worth checking out what they do. But we begin with the under-16s game in this doubleheader. Two fantastic groups of players. We'll have a look through their lineups now. Ipswich under-16s led by their number 8, Bradley Bomer. And it's going to be both number 8s leading the sides today. Big battle to look out for in the back row. Alongside Bomer in that back row is Finley Ridges at open side and Toby Cordy on the blind side. And in the second row, rather, for Ipswich, Ethan Williams and Ollie Van Slooten. Up front, in the front row, Edward Ogilvie. Apologies there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Someone pulled our power socket out. But fortunately, we're back up and running. And shortly to arrive at kickoff. Just to finish off that Ipswich team for you before I go through the Sedbergh team that's on your list. Edward Ogilvie, Henry Harrington and Jake Warnes up front for Ipswich. And in the back line, Archie Ball, George Herbert, Finley Coogan, Joe Kearton, Matthew Hutnick, Alfie Lynn and Kester Waterman. On the bench, Bollerin, Oganyi and Oliver Watts. Sedbergh, meanwhile, led by Ben Dewsbury, as you can see on screen, the number 8, with Chris Kirkby and James Moore. Sorry, Chris Kirkby and Henry Ball either side of him. James Moore is in the second row alongside Nico Jones. Look out for that second row pairing, actually. Ollie McCall, Will Aldersley and Spencer Moore in the front row for Sedbergh. Halfbacks, Will Baston and Jamie Taylor. And the rest of the back line, Hugo Cook, Thomas Jack, Will Thompson, Jack Marshall and Adam Jack, the Jack twins, will be keeping us busy. And on the bench, Fabian Minnie, Teg Wakeham, Zach Brooks and Rocco Cockcroft. We're just about ready for kickoff in this one. Sedbergh have been all conquering in the build-up to this one. Ipswich been more mixed, but they've had some really challenging fixtures and they've done well in them, beating Uppingham in a really, really tight game against Wellington College in pre-season as well. So they will be bang up for this one against another strong opposition. Kickoff just moments away. Marcus Gibson, the man in the middle today. We are just about ready. This one underway. Referee blows his whistle. Two teams have begun. claimed by Jones, the second row. It's a big carry early on from Dewsbury. Sedbergh going through their phases here early on, moving it wide. That is the Sedbergh way. Get the ball to the flanks. It's a great day to be moving the ball wide as well. It is glorious, glorious sunshine here in East Suffolk. Oh, a lovely offload from Sedbergh. This is wonderful, wonderful handling. Thompson now has it, moves it wide to Marshall, but just behind him. Sedbergh showing their skills. Taylor steps in at scrum half. Ball through to the enormous Moore. Moore. Oh, lovely handling from Moore to Nico Jones. The two second rows combining in the middle for Sedbergh. And forward still goes Jones up to the 5-metre line now. Early opportunity here for Sedbergh. Now Moore goes again. Used to play in the back line.
Offside advantage.
A growth spurt, seen him into the forward pack, and his side are across the try line, and Sedbergh have a golden start here at Ipswich School.
Anywhere along the post, mate, all right.
What a start from the men in brown. What wonderful handling. And then the forward power to finish it off. Brilliant, brilliant rugby from Sedbergh. Second to last carry there from Moore. And then around the fringe went the tight head prop and his namesake, Spencer Moore. Conversion is landed by Thomas Jack, who spent a lot of time at fly half. Deadly combination with his twin brother at fullback. Steps into the inside centre berth today with Jamie Taylor at fly half.
Fellas, can we get another ball from the back?
Things are working nicely. Sedbergh boys in brown.
Fellas, here we go.
Peter Coke, in charge of the Sedbergh under-16s. Jacob Ford, of course, running the system here at Ipswich School, who kick off towards that man Moore, who again gets a tidy offload away and into the hands of Aldersley rather. And Sedbergh again are on the move.
Tackle there.
Just looking so confident, ball in hand early on. Jack to Jack. Oh, glorious.
Forward,
but it was just forward. But a first glimpse there of what that twin brother combination can do.
Yep, Marcus here, fellas.
Big drive, lad. Go on, boys!
Crouch! Bind! Set! Stay there, 9, stay there, 9.
Tidy scrum from Ipswich.
Off his foot!
Who themselves are looking to put width on it, and that's something we're likely to see today, both at under 16 and under 18 level, as both of these sides like to move the ball as much as possible. And in a day like today, we're expecting it to get up to 23, maybe 24 degrees as the afternoon approaches. Perfect conditions, not a bit of wind or rain in sight. We can expect both sides to play as wide as they ever
fellas,
do.
Good first scrum, yeah, let's keep that the same, yes? Crouch! Bind! Set!
Big scrum from Ipswich, but Sedbergh respond. Has to be tidied up by Baston. Referee says we'll go again.
Come on, boys.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Stay that on.
Baston goes blind to Marshall. Marshall runs at the heart of the Ipswich defence, makes ground, gives it to his number 8, Dewsbury. Dewsbury still going. Dragged down
No,
just
hands,
short.
Not out, fellas. Feet. Offside advantage.
Try scorer. Spencer Moore goes around the corner, and Spencer Moore goes around the corner for his second of the game.
Just went down there. Bottom of the ball.
The tight head prop is enjoying himself out there. 2 for Sedbergh, 2 for Spencer Moore. 12 points to 0 with the conversion to come.
Any arm on me, Sonia.
Carry from Marshall, and then the offload to his skipper Dewsbury. Just had Sedbergh on the front foot, Ipswich backtracking, and then Moore, as he did for the first try, just getting around the fringe of that ruck and powering over. Clipped conversion from Thomas Jack.
Yeah.
Victor Hovland's chip at the start of the Ryder Cup yesterday, that one. No spoilers of how that's going today, please.
Good kick. Right, just forward.
Good kick-off from Ipswich is claimed by the boys in blue. But it's just been knocked forward, so Sedbergh will have the scrum. But that was a good kick-off from Ipswich. Just got to make sure they stay in the fight here early on.
Come on, Jake, you're doing brilliant. Tony.
Yeah, happy there. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Really is a growing rugby programme
Play
here
ball,
at
play ball,
Ipswich
play
School.
ball.
Brought in Jacob Ford at the start of COVID. We'll come back to that in a moment, as Will Thompson has gone through now. Will Thompson going for the line himself. Thompson just hauled down, short, reaches. Defence gets to him. Sedbergh hunting for a third.
Advantage, hands in the ruck.
Jack,
New advantage.
he's caught
high
slightly
tackle.
high. Still he goes on though. A break that was from Thompson. Popped on to Spencer
plenty
Moore,
advantage.
who's hat-trick hunting. Gives the pass to Aldersley. Doesn't go to hand, but will come back for the penalty. And Sedbergh want to go quick. Baston.
Gone backwards.
That one's been spilled backwards. Tidied up. Jack to Marshall on the outside. Looks to get the offload away, but it's been intercepted by Archie Ball for Ipswich. Timely intervention that from the Ipswich scrum half. Ipswich look to play here. Then try and find some grass. Adam Jack
As a line.
thought about the kick and then fancies a run. Ipswich defence is wise to it. So wise, they've earned the penalty, forcing the holding on. Finley Ridges getting over that ball for
Holding
Ipswich.
on the floor.
That'll give them a huge amount of confidence. And to go back to what I was saying before, they've been building here through Ipswich for a little while.
Yeah, touch there, just inside the 22.
Bringing in Jacob Ford through COVID. They've built first team down, really. The first team now, as we'll see in a couple of hours when they take on Sedbergh at first team level,
Yeah, just
one of the
inside
most
22, just
competitive
inside
sides in the country, you'd have to say. That's slowly starting to filter down through the rest of the school as well.
This is inside the 22, men, okay?
Really, there's a target for this Colt side. They played Sedbergh last year and it was a tough outing up in Cumbria. 50-0, Sedbergh won that one.
Inside.
The measure here for Ipswich is improvement against that
Advantage
sort of
offside.
market at Colts level as they look to develop that full school programme. long-term project here at Ipswich. First 15 or anything to go by. It is a project that is bearing real fruit and will continue to further down the school as time goes on. Big carry from Chris Kirby.
Touch just there.
Brilliant work from Kirby, who just took a knock where he doesn't want a knock, but he's all right. Some man mountains in this Sedbergh pack. Kirby, Jones and Moore. Well, it's hard to believe they're under 16s at that height.
Marks there, marks there, marks it, marks it.
Dewsbury not far behind either.
So, yeah. There you go. Sedbergh, just take one step
Ipswich
forward.
line out. Pretty much bang on halfway, as you can see. This goes a bit skew whiff.
You get another line out.
Sedbergh no doubt will elect for a scrum.
Yeah, Sedbergh line out.
In fact, that'll teach me for speaking too soon. Sedbergh elect for the line out rather than the
In
scrum.
what way? Yeah.
You're wanting to launch a big platform play here.
Your marks there, son, yes. Just take just a step, just a tiny step left. Yeah, good. Sedbergh, come in.
Bordersley to the front. It's good off the top ball. It was delicate skill, actually, from Jones to get that one back. But again, Ipswich have just
on advantage.
Almost broken through. Sedbergh retain possession, though.
Knock on by Ipswich
Come
first
back
over
for the
here.
knock on.
Then forward pass by Sedbergh there. We'll come back for the scrum.
But
Sedbergh
that
ball.
was inches away from an Ipswich opportunity. They
Just
went
not forward
for the
and tackle, fellas.
intercept,
Scrum down
and
here.
then just as Kearton tried to step off that right foot, the ball spills loose. But a chance there for Ipswich.
Fellas,
They've
on your
responded
turn there,
really
yeah?
well to going 2 tries down. They've just managed to find a little spell of
Crowd.
calm in this game.
Bind.
Much needed spell.
Set. Hold the push now. Just look
Another
forward
scrum.
there. Scrum down. Ipswich ball.
Very nice to see the Sedbergh first 15 just on my left-hand side, keeping an eye on what the younger year group is doing.
Set. Hold there,
That's
nine.
what
Hold there,
we've
nine.
seen
Hold
so
there, nine.
far.
Play, play, play.
Which they growing into this game and playing here from this scrum and ghosting through goes Finley Coogan. George Herbert, in fact, ghosting through. Coogan receiving the ball from him.
Advantage, not rolling away.
Playing with penalty advantage are
The
Ipswich.
offside advantage.
Harrington. Still advantage Ipswich. Herbert. Kearton takes it in. We come back for the penalty. That was brilliant play from Ipswich off the set piece. Herbert ghosting through there. Did really well to stay in field, actually, and to get that offload to Hutnick away. Still they attack the Sedbergh line as Addersley. Harrington, I apologise, charges forward. Ball spills loose though, but again they have a penalty. Harrington went so close there.
Marcus here, Marcus here, Marcus here.
They go quickly. Ipswich fancy a try here. They've been held up, and it'll be a goal line dropout to Sedbergh.
It's a goal line drop, fellas.
Best
goal line
spell
drop.
of the game this for Ipswich though. They get their drill right off this dropout. They should have the ball back and another attacking option. Gathered in by Hutnick. Gathered in forward, says the referee. So Sedbergh will have a scrum and a chance to complete this escape.
Not forward.
Bit of an unlucky one, that one, for Hutnick.
Just hang on. Yeah. Hang on a minute. They're just doing a sub. Just doing a sub. You good, Brad? Yeah.
Come on, boys.
Crouch! Yes! Just stand up. You just came a little bit. Crouch!
Yes!
Bind! Set!
Boys.
Hold there, 9. Hold there, 9. Play it.
Stay out
Hold
of
there,
it, Ipswich. Stay out.
Sedbergh working their way up towards the halfway line. Great, taken down.
That's the line. Great tackle. Great tackle.
A little go around the fringe there is Baston. He's been busy in this first
Ball is
half.
out!
Cook has met well. Moore. That's a good carry from Moore.
Stay out, Ipswich. Yes, go now, go.
Ball just in behind. But then ghosting through goes Sedbergh. Adam Jacques trying to get the ball in field to Thompson, but it's just spilled, and now Herbert has some broken field to run into. The fly half dancing this way and that.
Advantage high tackle.
Now move it.
So it's trying to move the ball out to the wide channels. Lovely handling actually to get it there. We're going to come all the way back for the high tackle on Herbert. It was a brilliant break initially from Jacques for Sedbergh, but then George Herbert dancing through defenders. In the end, brought down illegally.
On the 10, fellas, on the 10. Yeah, Mark's there, just in front of you. Touch there, just inside the 22.
What do we want?
Yeah. Mark's here, gents. Mark's here. Get your marks here.
Hey.
Sedbergh, just make sure that we're straight. Just take a step. Hang on 1 second.
Harrington to throw in.
Yep, play.
To the middle. Out to release the back line. Boma with a big carry into the 22. The captain doing some captain's work there. Herbert. Good handling from the Ipswich forwards, and then breaking clear goes Van Slooten.
Go backwards.
Loose ball, but tidied up by Harrington. He's seen a lot of ball in the last 5 minutes or so. But a penalty to Sedbergh. Holding on the floor.
Holding on the floor. Mark's just there, fella, yeah.
Brilliant work. I think it was Will Thompson. Got himself across, but that is fantastic work from Sedbergh in defence. But what a response it's been from Ipswich since going those 2 tries behind. Really even since then.
Fellas, come on, let's go. Mark's here. Yeah. Sedbergh, your mark is here.
How many?
Sedbergh, come into the lineup, please.
Holding on
Advantage, not
from
10.
Sedbergh. Penalty Ipswich.
Okay, holding on over here. First penalty, blue. Wait. One more step. What, your man in the middle there with the...
Decision to make here. Do they go for the post or do they go for the corner? They go quick, in fact, to Keaton.
Tackle there!
But it's another penalty to Sedbergh.
He's first
Ipswich
man over,
holding
fellas.
on.
He's first man over.
Sedbergh's defence in absolutely no mood to concede anything right now.
Touch there. Yeah, your mark's just the white end of the white line there, yeah? Can you come separate?
Sedbergh off the line out, looking to find a gap, but Ipswich's confidence is up in defence. Marshall, the vice-captain for Sedbergh, does well to just cut in field there. Defence was looking to use the touchline as their friend. Little kick pass from Thomas Jack.
Offside at the kick, fellas.
But his players have just got in front of him, so it's an Ipswich penalty.
Offside at the kick, gents. Yeah, happy with you in the middle.
Ipswich go quickly. Big tackle coming in from the Sedbergh skipper, Ben Dewsbury. Ipswich hold on to the ball though. Herbert, he's growing into this game as every minute goes by. Is the Ipswich fly half. Big tackle coming in on Finley Ridgers, who does well to ride it. Did well to hold on to the ball as well. Playing with advantage, Sedbergh for that. Sorry, playing with advantage, Ipswich rather. From that Sedbergh high tackle. So we'll come back and it's another penalty to Ipswich here. They are starting to build some momentum.
Yeah, you're all onside.
Herbert acts as scrum half, hands it on to Boma. It's just into the 22.
New offside advantage.
Kutnik.
Number 5 in the middle, offside. Yeah, you mate, yeah.
Ridges. That's that ball stripped from him, but again we come back for another penalty.
Time off.
The referee,
time off.
I think, is just going to have a little chat about these penalties.
Brad, Ben, sorry, captain. You've had 5 or 6 offsides now in the attacking zone, yeah? Any more, we might have to go to the bin, all right? Can I chat to them? Yeah, quick chat to your friends. They've had 5 or 6 in the red zone offside.
Just letting...
No, no drinks, no drinks. He's just having a chat. He's just having a chat.
Too many penalties.
He's just having a chat.
Dewsbury just letting his players know that the referee's patient.
Okay,
we'll
fellas, time is back on, all right?
It continues. Keaton stabs that one towards the corner. Good crowd here already on the Ipswich School touchline. And who would have thought?
Right, gents, the middle is here.
We're looking at a sea of people in sunglasses.
So your mark is there, yeah?
At this stage of the season.
Yeah, your mark's there.
Absolutely fantastic to see.
How many been called, Ipswich? 5.
Ipswich throw short to the front. Harrington charges forward. Sedbergh trying to hold him up, desperately doing anything they can. Ipswich pile numbers into the maul. And they do really well to get it back. Skipper Boma on the carry, still carrying as Boma. Boma still charging, eventually brought down. ball now,
offside.
moves the ball wide. Has to be tidied up a little bit by Waterman, the fullback. But he does that job, ably supported by Ridges. Herbert, the Kearton,
Tackle that!
who's met by two Sedbergh defenders. Actually, it's been really good defence from Sedbergh. They've forced Ipswich back outside of the 22s. They have to build again, the home side in blue.
No hands now, no hands now.
Ball goes to the right-hand side.
his
Kearton
foot.
looked to stab that one through,
Got knock on advantage.
charged down, then knocked on by Harrington. And Sedbergh may well yet escape this.
Offside advantage, Ipswich.
Now Ipswich are straight offside. Sedbergh have advantage. Oh, how is that for an offload? Spencer Moore, 2 tries to his name, carries forward. His namesake, James Moore. Out wide to Marshall. Marshall evades the first 2 tacklers,
Okay,
evades
that's
the
advantage
third.
over, men,
Marshall
advantage
now
over.
just looking for an offload. Marshall still has the ball in hand. Marshall's going to do it all himself. Jack Marshall throwing
Try that.
would-be tacklers away after a heavy, heavy period of defensive work for Sedbergh. They show their attacking ruthlessness. And Jack Marshall has a try.
Penny low and one me, son, yeah.
Just look at this again. He has the pace to evade the first tackler, the strength to evade the second, and the determination to shrug off the
cheers.
final tackler. And then the pace again just to burn away and score a wonderful, wonderful solo try. The Sedbergh vice captain playing brilliantly. Thomas Jack, the inside centre, stands over the conversion. 2 from 2 so far. Makes it 3 from 3. A 21-0 lead for Sedbergh. Fantastic opening spell from them, met by some great Ipswich play in the last 10 minutes or so. But the visitors survived it. And Jack Marshall caps off that defence with a try. Another good restart from Ipswich.
Go backwards.
Sedbergh have to work hard to tidy up the loose ball from it. Great work, Finley Ridges on the open side flank. He's a slight figure, but he has got himself over so much ball. Doing a wonderful
touch there.
job for his side.
How many Ipswich? 5? Yeah, happy there, happy there. You're fine there, mate, yeah. Jake, just take a step to your right. Yeah, one more. One more. Just make sure you're in line, yeah? Yeah, play ball.
Harrington goes to the tail, but just a touch long.
We're fine, we're fine.
Sedbergh knock it on though as they try to retrieve that loose ball, so it'll be a scrum down to Ipswich.
Doesn't matter, we got the ball. We have possession, yeah?
Yeah, knock on just at the back of the line now, fellas, okay?
Come closer, come closer.
10, happy there.
Go, lads!
Crouch! Bind! Set! That's right, mate. Just wheeled there, fellas. Just wheeled. Just wheeled. We'll reset. We'll reset.
Scrum just wheels round, so we'll go again.
Okay, Mark's back in the middle here, fellas.
Come on, boys.
All right, wait. No.
Get behind, boys.
Crouch! Bind! Set! Play it, play it, play it!
Picked up at the base by Boma. Now Ball has to try and find some
Gone
space
backwards,
for his
gone
team.
backwards. Still
Ball
gone
is a bit
backwards.
loose, but it's tidied up by Waterman. And Herbert steps in to act as 9. Just takes that one round the blind side. Ball now back in position. They can get about their structures a little bit. Ogilvy.
Sorry, fellas. Knock forward there in the tackle.
Ball is lost forward. Sedbergh will have a
No,
scrum.
knock forward. That's half time, gents.
Back, they won't have the scrum because the referee's whistle goes as we head into half-time. A brilliant half of rugby, a sharp start from Sedbergh, who raced to a 14-0 lead. Ipswich came back strong, couldn't get across the line, showed plenty of promise, but Sedbergh finished the half off with a lovely score from Jack Marshall to leave it at half-time. Ipswich 0, Sedbergh 21. And we look back at those first half tries. It was a Spencer Moore, I apologise. Spencer Moore brace to get the half started. First try, short burst around the fringe. And his second came from some good build-up play from Marshall and Dewsbury. And then Moore, much like his first, picked up, went left around the fringe and across the line. Lovely bit of offloading from Marshall, and then a good carry from Dewsbury. And Spencer Moore, well, he'd already had one just like it. He thought, I know what to do here. I'll do it again. And then the final try of the half, well, it was a wonder try, wasn't it? Jack Marshall beating defenders for fun. Showing real awareness there, actually not to throw the offload, to realise he was getting free of contact to score the try. Sedbergh head into the break with a 21-0 lead.
Hi, I'm Mark Hadaway, Managing Director of Lubron UK, and we're really excited to announce our partnership with Ipswich School Rugby. I like that.
teams back out on the field and ready to go.
Where's Ben gone?
Sedbergh will be kicking us off.
Oh.
Thomas Jack be the one to hoist it up. 21-0 they lead. Fantastic first half performance from Sedbergh. Ipswich had a really strong spell in the middle.
Brad,
Just couldn't get across
Yep.
the line. The Sedbergh defence really was magnificent. What does the second half have in store for us? Jack hoists it deep towards the Ipswich skipper, Bomer. Herbert beats the first tackler. Had a really strong first half, Herbert, and that's a strong carry up to the 10-metre line. Bomer playing in the wide channels here. Out to Lynn. Lynn just bundled out into touch though.
Just in
Sedbergh
touch
covering
there,
nicely.
Wait. It's been touched.
That Brooks. On for Sedbergh.
Sedbergh ball,
Making an
fellas.
impact
Sedbergh
there.
ball. Middle is here. Take a step. Take a step. Yep. Happy there. 4 again, fellas. 4 again.
Fabian Mini also on for Sedbergh. He'll be throwing into this line out. Mini in name only. Replacement Sedbergh hooker. But a penalty Ipswich. And it's one of
Holding
the
on the floor.
Ipswich subs getting over the ball there. Ogani getting the penalty turnover there. As ball moves wide. Bomer, he's seen a lot of ball to start off this second half. Herbert just scragged, but then somehow manages to stay on his feet. It's a really promising player. Ipswich
Ripped in the tackle, gone backwards.
ripped clear by Sedbergh. Jacques loves the ball in these open spaces. That's good handling from Sedbergh just to find a way to move that ball. And Thompson now tries to go around the outside, passes it back in field towards Taylor. Wakeham. Rocker Cockcroft is also on for Sedbergh as Jacques goes ghosting through, back to his brother, but it was forward. So close. So
Forward
close.
pass there, fellas. Scrum down, Ipswich ball.
Ipswich scrum. Sedbergh again, they're just showing what they can do with a couple of phases of possession. And if that pass had just been an inch or two further back, might well have been in for a fourth.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Good, Rocco.
Herbert finds more space. Herbert still going on. Herbert looks for the offload. It's tidied up by Lynn. Herbert's having a really strong second half after a promising first half. But Sedbergh have made all sorts of a mess of that, but illegally so. Ball goes quickly. Cutenick. A lot of forwards out in this wide channel for Ipswich. Ridges, he's had a really good game. Big physical contact there as Spencer Moore tries to rip the ball from him, but Ridges is equal to it.
Advantage, knock on.
It's lost forward by Sedbergh, so Ipswich are going to have a scrum.
Okay, ball's out, then we're backwards. Scrum down,
Playing
Sedbergh
some
ball.
good stuff, Ipswich. They
Just
just
not forward in
can't
midfield
quite
off blue,
unlock
fellas.
the door. Sedbergh's defence has been every bit as good as their attack. Glorious sunshine here, Southeast England.
Crouch! Bind!
Having to wear a
Set.
hat because I'd forgotten my sun cream, because who would have thought you'd need that the 30th of September. Sedbergh looking to run a move off that scrum. Lovely handling from the forward pack and the back line alike, and now Thompson gets across the halfway line. Cockcroft beats Taylor. Good handling again from the Sedbergh forward pack. Like Moore and Minnie combining, and Sedbergh still moving the ball from A to B.
Yeah, he was first man in. Gone backwards off Sedbergh, gone backwards off Sedbergh.
Loose ball, tidied up in the end by Will Aldersley. Taylor. Just squirts loose, and Ipswich hack through. There's a foot race here to get over this one. Ball beats everyone though. Just a sniff of a chance there
Sedbergh ball here.
for Alfie Lynn as that ball went loose.
Sedbergh ball. Gents, the middle is here.
I'll say
Sedbergh, your
admirable
mark is-
kit from today's referee.
Your mark's
Wooden
here, fella.
spoon socks,
Marks here.
British and Irish Lions shirt,
Marks here. Just one step there. Jake,
and a good
one step,
classic
one step.
set of blue
Jake,
rugby
Jake.
shorts as well.
Yeah, play.
Sedbergh bravely go to the tail, but do so successfully. And then bravely look to play out from their own try line. The big man, James Moore, getting them up to nearly the halfway line, and now his namesake Moore drives them on a little further. Oh, this is glorious handling from Sedbergh. Such brave rugby. Oh, this is magnificent stuff from Sedbergh School, and footwork as well from Chris Kirby, who gives it on to Moore, and Moore with the big fend finds his captain, Ben Dewsbury. That is absolutely stunning. Coast to coast from Sedbergh. Showed real patience and real quality in their own try line. And then as they found the space, they had the precision to execute a wonderful, wonderful score. Kirby to Moore, and then Moore patiently looks for the offload to the captain Dewsbury. Absolutely glorious from Sedbergh School. Rugby from the gods. Jamie Taylor's taken over kicking duties. That one just slid to the left. But it's a 26-0 lead for the visitors here at Ipswich School. Sedbergh leading. And Dewsbury, the try scorer. But I'm sure even he would say that was all about the build-up. Shades of France's try from the end of the world all those years ago. Kirby claims the kickoff. Still goes on, does Kirby. Kirby finds an offload, but unfortunately for him, it goes into the hands of Bradley Bowmer.
Knock on advantage.
And then it's back in Sedbergh hands after a knock
Advantage
on.
over. Advantage over.
Moore.
He's through the middle.
Wakeham took that one in. Blasting through.
Ball is out.
Ogany. And now charging through goes Ogilvie. into the 22 or Ipswich. Ball.
Backwards,
That
backwards.
ball just goes behind the intended target, but it's tidied up nicely by Harrington.
Hold there, hold there, hold there.
Curtin.
Tackle, release!
Ball stolen by James Moore. Now Taylor looks to the back line. Is there some space here for them? Good tackle comes in from Hutnick, knocking the ball loose. Still in Sedbergh hands though, as Baston takes that one in.
Offside advantage in midfield, number 5.
Ipswich had crept offside though, so Sedbergh will have the penalty.
Yeah, you've dropped 10, you've dropped 10.
Moore to Thompson, whose foot just crept into touch. What an influence on this game though is James Moore.
Tackled
The
into touch,
towering
fellas.
second row
Line out, Ipswich ball.
is just such a presence on this field at the moment. You can see
Your master
in his handling
Your master here, fella, yes.
quality he has as a former back, but in his
How many
physicality as
Ipswich?
well, he's making such an impact. Ipswich line out.
Jake, just take a step here. Just take a step here. Yeah. Hold there, hold there. Jake, sorry, Joe, just take one. Yeah, play.
Curtin, good fast hands just to move that point of contact towards Oliver Watts. To come on in the back line for Ipswich. Sedbergh competing on the floor and competing so well.
Holding on the floor.
That was
First
Will
man in,
Aldersley
guys,
who'd
first
got
man
that
in.
far back.
Mark's just there, mate. Mark's just there.
So impressive. On either side of the ball, this Sedbergh side at the moment. As Jack sticks that one up to about the 10-metre line. Backed up near towards the 22.
How many, Sedbergh? How many? Full? Yeah. Yeah. Mark's here. Jake, happy where you are there. Ipswich, just take a fly.
A reminder,
Just take a couple of
to
steps.
stay with us at 1
Keep
o'clock.
going.
The
One
two
more.
first 15s take
Scrum
to
off
the
for you.
field.
Yeah, happy there. Scrum off you. You in?
Two sides with legitimate claims to be among the very best around in the country this year.
Not straight. Options, Ipswich, line out or scrum.
Whoever emerges victorious
Captain, captain.
will take that claim on a
Scrum.
whole lot
Scrum call.
further as well. It is a big game at 1 PM. And this is a pretty big one too. Sedbergh leading 26-0, but Ipswich have held their own.
Come on, okay.
Just so far been unable to penetrate what has been a rock-solid Sedbergh defence.
Crouch. Bind.
Yeah, come on.
Set.
Scrum goes down,
We'll just reset.
go again.
Come on, boy.
Okay, fellas, let's have them like we were having in the first half, yeah? Nice and steady, nice and steady. You good? Crouch! Bind! Set! Okay, good scrum, fellas, good scrum, good scrum. Hold it there, 9. Offside
Switch.
advantage.
Playing with advantage. Sedbergh crept offside, so
9
Ipswich
coming
have
round
the
too early,
penalty.
9 coming round too early.
And a chance just to set up some field position.
Yeah, he's onside, he's onside.
Rifle, rifle. Stop, stop, stop.
Taylor fizzes that one out wide to Hugo Cook. That was a lovely, lovely pass from Taylor. Oh, he's enjoying himself out there. Aldersley.
Knock on advantage.
Knock on though, Ipswich have it.
Advantage over.
And they hoist that ball up towards the halfway line. Jack goes after it, gathers it one-handed. Dances this way and that, evades two defenders, now moves the ball wide to Thompson. Thompson finds a bit of space through the heart of the defence there. Thompson, just loses his footing, but he gets the offload away, and Ben Dewsbury's going to have to. Counter-attacking from the stars for Ipswich. Sedbergh just too good when they find a bit of open space.
$14.5.
When they find that space, they are just so good to watch. Thompson scything through, loses his footing, but has the patience and the wherewithal just to get that offload away. And look who's there to support again, as he was just a few moments ago. Ben Dewsbury gets his second. It was great from Jack. And then Thompson, equally adept. That is lovely stuff. Just to sit that ball into the hands of Dewsbury for Sedbergh's fifth. I'll say, this Sedbergh backline, very hard to identify who's who. All blonde. And a couple of them twins. Lovely, another little clipped conversion that from Jack. Make it 33 points to 0. There's the try scorer, Ben Dewsbury. 2 to his name. They tell me there's 2 twins, the Sedbergh backline, but it looks to me like there's four that have got to be related. Almost impossible to tell them apart.
Tackle there.
Sedbergh are hungry for more. So you just got to stay in this fight a little bit. Had so many good moments. Been a far more even contest than the score looks. They'll want to demonstrate that, but wanting to demonstrate his quality is Spencer Moore, who's hat-trick hunting. And now Sedbergh look to move the ball to the left-hand side. There is a bit of space there, Jacques to Jacques. But the ball just forward. The crucial moment, Will Baston thought he might be in.
Forward pass, fellas, scrum down, Ipswich ball.
Now Ipswich will have the scrum, but again, when that ball is turned over, the first thought is how can we move this ball to space?
Crouch! Bind!
Come on!
Set! Hold the push out!
Ipswich get the ball out of that scrum. Herbert back on the field, just skips
Yeah,
it out
onside,
to
onside,
Hutnick, who
onside.
puts boot to ball. Oh, and it's fielded brilliantly in the backfield by Rocco Cockcroft. Call him Leo Messi, that was brilliant. And Dewsbury goes through. Hat-trick for the number 8, hat-trick for the captain. 3 second-half tries. It was great work from Rocco Cockcroft to set it all up. And then Dewsbury just spots a hole, runs the line, gets the pass. And it's he that has the hat-trick. Oh, they have just been so clinical. This famous Cumbrian side, playing the sort of rugby with which they've long been associated with. Full of width and ambition and technical brilliance. Ball just goes wide at that conversion. It remains a 38-0 lead. Just about 10 minutes left to play. Sedbergh first 15 going about their warm-up behind me. Ipswich still in their tracksuits, just having a little think about their warm-up. Kearton hangs the kick off high, but it's well claimed by Sedbergh again. Dewsbury fancies a fourth. Dewsbury finds the space, cuts in field. Ben Dewsbury still going. Oh, the captain is having a second half that he will remember for a very, very, very long time to come. In fact, it wasn't the skipper. It was Chris Kirby.
9.
Well, his captain's had a half to remember, but Chris Kirby's just had a moment to usurp it, going almost the length of the field, all on his own. Half a thought about the pass to his outside, cuts back in field, and has the pace of an outside back to finish it off. Brilliant from Chris Kirby. We saw flashes of that in the first half. And just look at this, the pace on him. For a back row forward, exceptional. And the footwork not too shabby either. As Thomas Jacques bangs over the conversion. And Sedbergh move out to a 45-0 lead.
No hands down, no hands!
Taylor. Oh, more delicious handling from Sedbergh. Thompson cuts through this time, looks for the offload. Hutnick just gets in the way. Sedbergh still have the ball on their side. It was just lost forward, Ipswich scrum.
Scrum down, Ipswich ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, if there's a player out there that deserves a try, it's Will Thompson.
7 and a bit.
He has got through so much brilliant work, dancing down this touchline.
No, play.
Ipswich just having a bit of a chat about what the move is off this scrum.
Crouch! Bind! Fellas, just need to come a bit closer because everyone's going in, a little bit closer, yeah. Crouch! Bind! Set! Hold the push out! All on side, all on side!
Thinks there's a bit of space in the backfield, but it's space that's covered by Cockcroft. It's a good offload to Brooks. Yet more running rugby from Sedbergh. You just don't want to kick to them. Inside from Taylor.
In from the side, no, sorry, that way, sorry. In from the side, sorry.
Ipswich coming in from the side, Sedbergh penalty. They look to play quick. Taylor to Moore. Remember, he's on a hat-trick as well. Mini. Penalty advantage to Sedbergh. Jack just has to pick that one up off his toes, so we'll come back for that penalty. His twin brother goes quick to the right-hand side. The skipper, good handling from Sedbergh out to that right-hand side. Going close.
Bowler and get back, bowler and get back.
Try for Sedbergh.
Try there.
They looked to go wide, but when wide got closed off, they went bang, bang through the middle. And they have another of those close short-range tries.
You can drop kick it, yeah.
The loose head, Ollie McCall. He got himself over the line for a deserved try. He's had a good game. Conversion is good. Ollie McCall there, the try scorer.
4.
Was a real bullocking run to get across the line.
4.
Bree says 4 minutes left to play. Tidy finish actually from McCall. Took the direct route after the wide route hadn't worked. Sedbergh showing
play
they
ball.
can score tries of every variety here. 52-0 they lead with that conversion.
Step back, fellas, step back, Ipswich. Advantage offside.
Just over 3 minutes left to play. Can Ipswich find a score?
Offside at the ruck here, fellas.
Not just yet, they were offside at that ruck. We'll come back for a Sedbergh penalty.
Offside, Sedbergh ball.
Do remember, stay with us as the afternoon goes on.
Yeah, that's gone.
1 PM, the first 15s take to the field for what is going to be a huge clash. And then at 2:45 PM, we're over at Rugby School, where they're hosting Oundle. 3 live games for you today here on Next Gen 15. You can worry about that World Cup stuff later.
How many, Sedbergh? All in? All in. All in, Ipswich, all in. Sorry, mate. Your mark's just... No, that's sorry, that's the middle. Your mark's there, yeah, happy with you there. Ipswich, your mark is here, fellas. Nice and quick.
Just a short delay. One of the Ipswich players gets his shoelace
Nice
sorted.
and straight, fellas, nice and straight, nice and straight.
Difficult ball off the line out, but it's tidied up by Moore.
Down!
Has just been such a dominant player today. Jack takes that well above his head, gives it to his twin brother. Wraps it around. Dewsbury now, and just
not forward, then went out. Ipswich, do you want scrum or line out?
Another example.
Scrum.
The wonderful
Scrum
handling that this Sedbergh side can string together.
Yeah, time is off. You've got a minute and a half. Injury. Right, time's back on. Mark's over here, gents. Mark's over here.
Low.
Ipswich scrum. A little bit over a minute remaining.
Crouch!
Can they find themselves a score?
Bind! Set! Ball is out.
Ball safely out. Kearton out the back to Herbert. Herbert goes through. Herbert, can he be the man to finish it off? It'd be fitting if it was him. just brought down excellently by Cockcroft, but it's a penalty for Ipswich.
Off your feet, son, off your feet.
Referee, by the way, could do with a new whistle. His peas overboiled in there.
Fella? Yeah, touch that.
Ipswich stick it to the corner. There is time for them to find a score. Scored in every game this season. They'll want to here.
Right, the middle here, gents. Sedbergh, your mark is here. Sedbergh, mark is here.
They're about 15 metres out.
Just, yeah, happy there, happy there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5-man line out. Richards is the target, but it just misses him, and Moore claims it. And Sedbergh now release the back line, and we know that they'll want to run it from here, and run it they do. Hugo Cook up beyond his own 10-metre line. Lose a bit of ground there.
Sorry, mate.
The Ipswich defence comes up fast.
Gone backwards.
And that ball's a little loose, but it's still in Sedbergh hands.
Went backwards, then knocked forward by Sedbergh.
Where it was.
That's full time, fellas.
But the ball has been knocked loose, and that is full time. An absolutely stunning performance from the boys in brown, Sedbergh School. They played some glorious stuff right from minute one. Ipswich gave it their all, but they just could not find a way to breach this wall of brown in front of them. And Sedbergh, when they got the ball in hand, were playing the stuff of the gods. 52-0, they take the victory. An absolutely epic performance. And it seems a long time ago now that it all started through Spencer Moore, who scored back-to-back tries from close range. For the remaining 50-odd minutes, the tight head was hat-trick hunting. That was his first. His second came from some lovely build-up play, interchange between Marshall and Dewsbury. Marshall carried into three defenders, found the offload. Dewsbury pulled down just short, but Matthews was only too happy to barge his way over. And there was one more before half-time. Ipswich had come back into it really, really strongly. They just could not cross that whitewash. And Sedbergh made them pay for a long spell without possession. They found the ball and found a way to get it to Jack Marshall. And Marshall did the rest all on his own down that right-hand flank. Second half, we saw one of the great tries. Will Thompson breaking down the left, getting it away to the electric Kirby. On to Moore, and then the patience from Moore to give it to Dewsbury. And Dewsbury with the first of what would be 3 second half tries. But it was just fantastic, fantastic rugby from Sedbergh. They'd been playing with it on their own try line for a minute or so beforehand, waiting patiently for the gap to emerge, and when it did, my word, did they make it count. This one wasn't too bad either. Thompson again was brilliant, and the patience to just offload it, chicken winging it out the back for the second of Dewsbury's tries. See again here, such a balanced runner. Just lost his footing, but look at that offload. Dewsbury, the happy recipient. And then Dewsbury completed his hat-trick, blasting over from close range on a lovely line. His third try. It was a great line from Dewsbury. And then this was just individual magic from Chris Kirby. Absolutely brilliant work from the back row forward. Showing pace there that could easily see him selected in the back line if needs be. Fantastic stuff from Chris Kirby, and indeed from Sedbergh as a whole. They were magnificent all morning. And then they finished it off with this one from Ollie McCall, going the direct route, as they had right at the start of the game through Spencer Moore. His propping partner, Ollie McCall, takes it upon himself to do similar, albeit from further out. Hard running through the heart of the defence. And that would be that. The end of the scoring. And a brilliant 52-0 victory for Sedbergh. It'll hurt for Ipswich, but they should look back and reflect on what were some wonderful moments and some brilliant play. But in the end, Sedbergh, as they have been for much of this season, just had too much quality and were too good in the end. All finishes up Sedbergh 52, Ipswich 0. Do stay with us, go get yourself a bit of tea and a bit of food inside you, but we will be back here for that 1 o'clock kickoff. Sedbergh against Ipswich, 1 PM, first 15 game. It is going to be massive.
Hi, I'm Mark Hadaway, Managing Director of Lubron UK, and we're really excited to announce our partnership with Ipswich School Rugby. I like that. Hi, I'm Mark Hadaway, Managing Director of LUGBY UK, and we're really excited to announce our partnership with Ipswich School Rugby. I like that.
Well, hello and welcome to Ipswich School. It's the second game of this double header here, coming up in a few minutes' time, and it's the first 15 game. Ipswich against Sedbergh. I don't think it is any exaggeration to say that this is maybe the biggest game that Ipswich School have ever hosted, and in just a couple of moments' time, we'll be bringing you the team sheets.
Oh yeah, the right hand. Hit the pads a few times after play. The old reversible top.
And so we will have a look at those teams for you then as the two sets of players go into the sheds to get changed. It is a busy, busy day here at Ipswich School. And their side is led by open side flanker Mart van der Veen. What a wonderful player he is. Alongside him in the back row, Bobby Eaton-Collins and Siep Walter. The second row, James Wilkinson and Danny Myers. Up front, Tom Dye, the Northampton Saints loose head. Harry Chapman at hooker and Rohan Burke, the Saracens tight head. It is a good, good Ipswich front row. The back line, the half-backs, Harry Evans and George Howard. And then in the centres, look out for Eduardo Tadaro, part of the Italy under-18 setup, and he was absolutely magnificent against Northampton School for Boys a couple of weeks ago. Alongside him, another strong player in Billy Reid. Back three is lively. Dave Owusu and Zach Matthews on the wings, and Connor Holdcroft at fullback is a man to look out for. Beat defenders for fun earlier in the season. How will he fare against Sedbergh? We'll find out. On the bench is the Georgian, Georgi Turashvili. Side Dan North, coming on likely in the back row, and Noah Woodhouse, who's a good back three player. Jacob Ford heads up the rugby programme here at Ipswich. Sedbergh, meanwhile, are also led by a superstar open side. Charlie Turnbull, the Newcastle Falcons open side flanker, is their captain, and alongside him in the back row is a Saracens number 8, Finn White, who is an absolutely electric back row player, and a Sale Sharks back rower in the form of William Bennett on the blind side. In the second row, Noah Glanville and the Sedbergh vice captain Jacob Buttrell, the Newcastle Falcon, who's often to be found in the back row, but is playing in the second row rather, this time around. And in the front row for Sedbergh, Aidan Stewart, Liam Kiernan and Harry Peckett. Backline, halfbacks Will Holmes, he's been playing for Sale Sharks under 18s, and Junior Newton, the other Sedbergh vice captain, another Newcastle Falcon. In the centres, Nathan Brew and Jack Randall. Now Jack Randall's missed an awful lot of rugby through injury, but he is back and he is ready to go as the Midland Central man. The back three, Josh Marlowe, Yorkshire Academy, George Burton, who is absolutely electric on that right wing, and then at fullback, Billy Burkett, another who's missed a lot of time. He's been playing a lot with Sale Sharks in the centres, but he's at fullback for Sedbergh. On the bench for them, Josh Buller, Seb Smith, Tom Newman, Leo Williamson, and in a sign of just how strong Sedbergh are, Scotland under-18 international Nicky Thompson also on the bench. Simon Mulholland leads the programme at Sedbergh. Now, both sets of players are in the change rooms, just about to come out shortly. The tunnel has been formed to applaud them through. There is a growing crowd here. It's been an open day here at Ipswich School, alongside that double-header nature of today's game that began with the Colts at 11 o'clock this morning. Sedbergh, by the way, won that one 52-0. We're expecting a much, much tighter game here, though. These are two of the very best teams in the country. There's also a bit of an old boys event going on in the pavilion for Ipswich, so we're going to see a pretty healthy crowd But just to give you a clue of how good these two sides are, both arrive unbeaten. Ipswich, fantastic performance up at Bury St Edmunds against Northampton School for Boys, 52-19 win, followed by a 27-0 win against Denstone College. Built up for this one. Sedbergh, meanwhile, 3 from 3, a 47-20 victory down at Whitgift, followed by back-to-back home wins over Denstone College and Dollar Academy. It is going to be an absolute cracker. These two have not met often in the past. Ipswich, a growing force on the school's rugby scene as Sedbergh emerged from the tunnel. Played Sedbergh for the first time last year at first 15 level. Sedbergh won that one 33-19. It could be even closer this year. It really is that tight. Could go either way. Sedbergh, well, look at the energy. They've come absolutely sprinting out onto the field. Ipswich follow suit. These two sides know this is a big one. As I said at the start, it is no exaggeration to say that this very well might be the biggest game that Ipswich School have ever hosted. The fact that we are even talking about Ipswich being in genuine competition with Sedbergh School, arguably the most famous rugby playing school in the country, is a sign of just how far they've come. Could we, at the end of the next 70 minutes, see them toppling the giant? Sedbergh won't be keen on letting that happen, though. They've been at the top of the schoolboy tree for so long, and they will not want to cede any of that quality, that prestige, and that victory mentality to anyone. David Gallagher, the man in the middle today.
Ipswich. Ready?
London Society referee, hails from Ireland. And Sedbergh get us underway. Junior Newton hoists it high, and it's tapped back into the hands of Turnbull. Turnbull on the front foot immediately and into the 22. White carries it in as the wind picks up. It was a glorious sunny day earlier, but the clouds have rolled in and the wind has picked up. Newton fizzes that one to Brew. A little dabble was Holmes, but he was tackled high. Sedbergh have the penalty.
Down here, above the sternum here. Yeah. Yeah.
Newton will look to stick this one in the corner.
Here, defensive mark.
Really big opportunity this for Sedbergh in these opening exchanges. Line out, 6 or 7 meters out.
We've got a ball, guys.
Ball has been found. We're good to go. Turnbull claims it.
Guys, outside shoulder.
But it wasn't straight. Ipswich
Option.
will surely
Scrum
take the
call.
scrum here.
Scrum.
They do indeed.
Wasn't in straight.
Chance goes awry for the
No, wait,
visitors.
repeat.
The hosts
Okay, here's
celebrate.
the mark. Square and steady, please.
Like Ben Earl.
Hookers manage the spacing, please. Thank you.
Here we go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, boys.
Temperatures have dropped slightly. I've seen a few around me popping coats on and all sorts.
Nice and straight. Inside shoulder out there, please.
Let's go.
Surely the sun will come back out soon.
Bind. Set.
Yes, boys.
Home job. Thank you.
Ipswich
Ho.
move
13.
the ball
Ho.
wide and then kick it long. There is a
Okay,
bit of
you're on
space
now.
out there. Ball sits up and perfectly into the hands of Holcroft. Holcroft, he's the danger man for Ipswich, chasing after his own kick. Ball sits too high for anyone to gather. Still bouncing as the ball, but it's tidied up in the end by Randall. Connor Holcroft there, very, very close to finding an opening. Newton almost has his kick charge down, so has to run it instead. We saw this in the under-16s though. Sedbergh more than happy to run from their own try line. Newton again dummies the kick. Wants to see if there's a bit of space, but he's met really well by Siep
Always under
Walter.
pressure from the scrum over here. No advantage from the
Walter,
knock
an
on.
absolute demon in that back row for Ipswich. But we come back for the scrum. It had just been knocked on. So Sedbergh will have a chance from the set piece to clear their lines.
What we strive on, boys. Let's have it again. Let's have it again, boys. Go, boys, let's go, man. Get that ball back out.
Just get that inside shoulder out. Yeah, it'll help.
Big thank you, by the way, to Lubron for sponsoring today's games here at Ipswich School. School's rugby sponsor.
Set!
Big scrum from Ipswich, that front row that we spoke about earlier, doing the business, but Sedbergh emerged with the ball. That's well tidied up by Aidan Stewart, the Newcastle Falcon. As Randall hits the line hard, now Burkitt looks to his outside, and Burton tries to put the hammer down, but is met well by the covering defence and taken into touch. But a sign there of the threat of Jack Randall. Firm handoff to get himself on the front foot.
Ipswich ball.
How about the work of that Ipswich scrum, and in particular Dye, Chapman and Burke in the front row. A huge early scrum from them. The side have a line out, but it's on their own 22.
Good competition.
It's well worked. Tadaro moves the ball to Holdcroft. Holdcroft will fancy having a run here, and Holdcroft finds a bit of space outside of him.
Tackle! Counter's good! Blue roll! Good work!
Junior Newton spots a bit of space, sends it over the head of Howard, but Howard tidies that and sends it infield to Holdcroft, who will want to run and run all day, but he's met very nicely by Nathan Brew. It's going to be interesting to see how Holdcroft approaches this one. So far this season, he's wanted to run everything back because he is such an elusive runner. He really is one of the most exciting fullbacks in the country, but he will not have met a defence that is as organised and in his face as he will do today. And how he adapts to that is going to be very interesting. Looking forward to seeing that battle shape up.
Set.
Holmes has a dart around the blind side. Is there some space for Holmes? Still going. But over the ball. I told you to look out for him. Siep Walter.
Come here. Come here.
Gets over the ball.
Captain. We'll stop the yelling, trying to get in the peel. And we'll stop winding up the opposition. Yeah?
Penalty Ipswich.
You're on the mark. Holding
Siep
on.
Walter getting over the ball. Timely intervention because Will Holmes was off like Matt Dawson in 97 there.
Defensive mark.
It's one man.
Line out, just tapped backwards by Burke. Sedbergh come flooding through. It's just been knocked on the floor. Ipswich will have the scrum.
Just on the deck here.
Here we go, Brian. Let's do it. Here we go. No.
Inside shoulder out, please, yeah. Crouch! Bind. Set!
Sedbergh respond with a big scrum of their own, but Ipswich get the ball away. Tadaro, he's such a threatening player. Now he feeds it to his other mate, Holdcroft, on the outside, but the tackle comes in from Burton and just forces the ball loose.
Some of the scrum up here. Hooker. Hooker. Yeah, I'm seeing opposite number going from the air. That's not because of him. Yeah? Yeah? So just push straight, please, yeah?
Okay, look at the 7, not releasing his bind already, please, from the other side.
There's 7. Straight push.
Van der Veen just asking the referee to keep an eye on Turnbull's bind at scrum time.
Yeah, time's off, guys. Got laces.
2 open sides as captain. Both know each other's tricks down to a T.
Okay, time on. Here's a mark.
Sedbergh scrum. Side and Brown playing from right to left.
Bind. Set. Early.
Ipswich go too early. Sedbergh have the free kick.
Ball wasn't in, you were pushing already. Hang on.
Turnbull goes quick. Turnbull beats the first man on the front foot.
Baby roll.
Ball is just slowed up a little. Newton, though, feeds it to Brew. Out to Randall, who then feeds
tackle.
Josh Marlowe. Ball goes through. Burkitt was after it,
Ball's gone.
but the ball rolls dead.
22. 22
Sedbergh probing.
Scrum, where he kicked it from, or 22 drop.
Ball rolled dead. Ipswich have the option of the 22 drop out or a scrum where the ball was kicked.
It's not your option. Oh, okay. Okay. Scrum here.
They go for the scrum.
Okay, guys.
Might have taken the drop myself, but that's probably why I've not captained too many teams.
Second. Inside shoulder out, please. Okay. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Good second shove from Sedbergh, but Ipswich have the ball. Howard to Tadaro. Tadaro throws the dummy, and then has one out the back, and now it's into Holdcroft again, and this time he has a bit more space. Connor Holdcroft tries to pass the ball out the back to Owusu though, and it doesn't go to hand, but it's well tidied by Billy Reid.
You just went off your feet.
And then Sedbergh off their feet.
Went off feet.
There's just a hint of something on that right flank for Ipswich, isn't there? Just a hint. They haven't quite got it together yet. But if they can make those final passages stick, there could just be something there for them. The crowd, as I said, has really built here. Car park beyond us, absolutely packed out.
One.
Waiting for the ball to come back.
One more. They're good. Yeah, thank you.
It's been a fantastic start to this game. Sedbergh probably had the more attacking opportunities, but Ipswich have met them well. Ball poached at the line out by Noah Glanville. And now Finn White gets on the charge. Look out for him in the open spaces.
Yeah, ball's out. Knock on advantage.
Ball is spilled, so Walter tidies it up. Ipswich playing with advantage. Tadaro stabs one through. There is a bit of space in behind there.
Your advantage.
Really well played by Glanville to get back and tidy that one up. But Sedbergh are offside. Ipswich will have the penalty.
9 and 15 offside. Brown.
Brilliant work rate
No, push.
from Noah Glanville
please.
in defence, though. It
On
was
him.
him that stole the line out, and then it was him tidying up that kick on the far side of the field. As Howard rather. George Howard, Ipswich fly half, finds a brilliant touch. Big opportunity this for Ipswich. They've survived a couple of waves of Sedbergh attack. Ball again, though, is stolen by Sedbergh, who might just look to try and counter from inside their own 22 here. Burton has it here. That Burkett, that is, with ball in hand. So good to see him back.
You came off and you went around.
And his side have a penalty. Ipswich had come around the side.
Initially through the gate, then he came up and went around. Where's the mark? That's your mark. Defensive mark. 4 called.
Turnbull just gathers that one in, but it just drifted away from him.
Option. Scrum. Scrum called.
So Ipswich will have the scrum.
There's a reason why you need to go through the captain.
Well, just about a quarter of an hour gone, and it's a 0-0 thriller at the moment. May not have had any scores, but we've seen some exceptional rugby already. Just a matter of time till this deadlock is broken. These two have already shown us so much of their quality. Howard, Reed to Tadaro, but it's behind him, so Tadaro has to just stop and fetch it.
Yep, bubbles out, yeah.
Sedbergh
Brown roll!
attacking these rucks with real venom as Dye pops it out the back to Holdcroft, and Holdcroft is taken down by Newton. Chapman takes it in.
No arms.
No arms tackle on him, so Ipswich have the penalty.
6. No arms. Slow ball on there. Where is he?
Let's go, Hooker, straight to
Okay. Here we go. There's his defensive mark.
Sorry. If I ask you something, does it have to go to the captain?
You should do, unless it's, you know.
Ipswich claim it at the front.
Hold!
Van der Veen breaks off, feeds it to his
Knock
mate,
on advantage.
Walter. Defence was up at him though. Ball bounced away. Sedbergh possession. Newton again though is forced by Walter into running when he
Okay, no
perhaps
advantage
wanted
coming.
to kick.
Under pressure. We had a knock on.
And so we'll come back for that
Here
scrum.
we go.
Well, I know Sedbergh want to run it from deep, but it looks as though Newton's been put under pressure as well, which is forcing him into that decision as well.
Yeah.
The Ipswich back row
I'll manage that. I know what you're saying, but
really
I am managing it.
trying to pile the pressure on.
Crouch!
So far looking incredibly evenly matched, these sides.
Exaggerate that inside shoulder out. Yeah, it's slightly going in. Okay? Much better. Seconds! Crouch!
Cancel! Cancel!
Bind! Set!
Big scrum. Sedbergh, that's a lovely intricate move, and Newton feeds the ball wide. Nice interchange between him and Brew. But then sharp work on the floor from Ipswich. I think it was Tadaro that got over the ball. A diminutive Italian sticking his head where it hurts.
On the 5. Either side of the 5, guys. Either side of the 5. Either side of the 5. Yeah, much better. Keep that standard for me, yeah? The line's good. Keep the line.
Ipswich line out wasn't straight.
Wasn't in straight.
Sedbergh,
Wasn't straight.
reprieve.
Yeah. There's no competition. Line out of scrum. Scrum. Guys, I'm just being consistent. Yeah. I need some inside the tunnel, not in the middle. Yeah.
Let's go, Sean. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Hey.
Okay, 8's in. Let's get in. 8. Crouch. Bind. Set. Up and around.
Penalty Sedbergh.
Coming up and around. 18. Not pushing straight.
Ipswich's first real spell of pressure ends in a Sedbergh penalty. Newton goes for distance. It's fielded by Holcroft. Just sends it in field to Tadaro, who thinks he's spotted a bit of space. Will that one go out on the full? It has just done. The space was there, but the radar just a little off.
Wait, what happened? Bounce straight out. Good to see you.
Sedbergh will have the line out on the halfway line.
You're on the halfway line. You're on the halfway. 10-meter line. 10. It's good. Knock-on advantage. We had 2 knock-ons there.
Line out just went awry, but then it was knocked on as Ipswich chased through. Sedbergh scrum.
I think it was glancing, yeah. It was 2 knock-ons. You knocked on first, he knocked it on, and then they knocked it on. It's their scrum. Time off. Yeah, let's get some water, please. Water on.
And because of these unseasonable temperatures, we'll have a little water break called by the referee. Just as the sun breaks through, actually. Mr. Gallagher looking a little thirsty himself, perhaps.
Okay.
And no surprise, the pace of this game's been played at has been relentless in these opening exchanges. Hard to believe that we've flown through 19.5 minutes already. And while it stays at 0-0, just adds to that sense we spoke about in the beginning of this game, that these are 2 sides
Let's go.
that are more evenly matched than they have ever been. Only the second year that this fixture has been on the calendar.
Time on. Okay, we had a knock-on there.
Ipswich, this growing
knock-on
rugby
there.
force that are now
Scrum.
feeling like a permanent
Ball.
fixture right at the top end of the school game. Sedbergh, the oldest and arguably the biggest rugby force, not just in the UK, but in the world.
Crouch.
Come down here to
Bind.
Suffolk
Set.
to take on the new challengers. Tricky ball at that scrum, but it's tidied up by Holmes, and Holmes is met by his opposite number. Turnbull acts as scrum half. Newton moves it to Stewart. Buttrell,
Tackle now.
who's shaved his head recently and is looking menacing. Cutting back in field goes Brew. Newton fizzes it wide. Peckett up to halfway. Ipswich defence so far is good though, not ceding too much ground.
Knocked on, you're offside.
Forced the knock on,
You were standing in offside
and then
position.
Sedbergh were offside, and Ipswich, well, that defence was good.
He knocked it on.
Sedbergh were pushing
you're
and
offside.
probing and moving the ball from side to side, but could not find an opening. And Ipswich have a penalty here just about on halfway and a chance to set up an attacking line out. And they'll be pretty much bang on the 22.
We're on the 22. Other side of the 22. Either side. More! Stay! Okay. Advantage 2.
Ipswich playing with advantage. They're all advancing forward, inch by inch.
Penalty advantage. I'm still playing penalty
Still with
advantage.
advantage. Is the
Okay,
ball
it's not
playable?
available.
It's not quite, so we'll come back for the penalty.
2. Coming off and on again. It's a penalty, stay. Yeah.
And Howard is going to try and knock this one right into the 5-metre channel, and does so. And now his team have a huge opportunity.
Okay, take the 5. Come halfway down.
Bobby.
Right. No, take the 5. On the 5. Thank you.
Brought down very nicely by Bobby Eaton Collins, and then they give it off the maul to Siep Walter. Burke. Met well by the
Knocked
defence.
it on there, hard luck.
Met so well, they forced the knock on. Sedbergh once again
Knocked on, good contact
survive
there.
a wave of Ipswich attack.
Sit on me, boys.
Oh, this is a proper game of rugby we've got on our hands here. Biggest challenge either of these two sides has had so far this season. Borne out by the tightness of the game.
Straighten it up, please. Straighten it up. There we go. Crouch. Bind. Set. Stay on.
Holmes gets the kick away, and it'll roll and roll up to around about the halfway line.
No quick one. No quick one. It's been touched. Ipswich on the halfway line, I think. Yeah, no, that's
Smart
that's
exit,
Ipswich.
that one
This is
from Sedbergh. Finn White picking up off the base. And Will Holmes stabbing the ball through.
10. One after the 10, please.
Howard to Tadaro. Tadaro feeds his mate Billy Reid. Billy Reid goes through, gives it back to Tadaro. Tadaro for the corner. Eduardo Tadaro starts and finishes the move. Ipswich have the lead. And who else but Eduardo Tadaro is the man to deliver it. Brilliant from Ipswich. Howard fed Tadaro. Tadaro gave it to Reid, who just bust that tackle and then had the patience to wait for Tadaro's call, who moved from left shoulder to right shoulder and had the gas to finish on the right-hand side. Just look at it here. Reid, just the power in his running to get away from that first tackle, and then the patience to get that ball to Tadaro. And nobody was stopping him. George Howard. Tricky conversion opportunity here. Very good goal kicker. Strikes it nicely. Strikes it very nicely indeed. From the touchline, George Howard adds the extras to that Tadaro try. And 25 minutes in, Ipswich lead 7 points to 0 here
Man down over here.
against Sedbergh.
Good. Okay. Time's on.
Let's go.
Ball evades everyone and eventually I think has come off the leg of Burton.
I'm going to talk to him. Yeah. It came off Brown, yeah? Okay.
Did
It's
indeed
all right, yeah,
come off the leg of Burton.
This doesn't look good. That's them. That's them. You're good there, thank you.
Sedbergh under 16s make their way to the touchline. Cheer on their side. Huge amount of travelling Sedbergh support actually. It's impressive to see the lengths.
Just knocked on in the air.
Parents will
Knocked
travel.
on in the air. Scrum, Brown ball.
Ball was lost forward in the air, so
Okay,
Sedbergh
let's
have
do
the scrum.
easy X.
And perhaps this is a chance to quickly level the scores as
You're
we
inside.
edge towards half time.
You're inside. 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 Crouch. Bind. Set.
Big drive comes in from Ipswich, so Holmes has to tidy up the ball as it squirts out the side of the scrum.
Out the back.
And then it's a penalty to Ipswich.
Whoa. This player. Push your players.
Ipswich, that scrum of theirs
Whistle's gone now. It's not acceptable, gentlemen. I just wait calm it there. Keep it calm. Yeah.
is just so powerful. It's causing problems. Front row trio we spoke about, Dye, Chapman and Burke. Dye of Northampton Saints and Burke of Saracens. Performing so well at scrum time.
Here we go. One more, thank you.
Ipswich go to the front with the line out. Howard to Tadaro, defence is up really fast to meet him, but Tadaro just manages to find a little nugget of space and they move the ball out towards Holdcroft. But Ipswich up to the 22 now. Ball was stolen, but illegally so by Sedbergh. And Ipswich have another penalty.
Hands in.
Howard sticks it in the corner.
Number, but that's
And if Ipswich can get their drills right here, this could be a huge moment.
The 5's the middle. 5 is middle.
First part of the job done right. Maul comes down and the Maul is absolutely flying forwards and across the try line. Ipswich have their second try. It is a huge moment. They got their timing absolutely spot on the Maul. And Ipswich have 2 scores to their name here. Bobby Eaton Collins brought it down. Just trying to spot who it was that got their hands on the ball. It may well have stayed in Eaton Collins' hands. Was it second row partner, second row mate? Try and work that one out for you. Conversion comes off the uprights, but it's heady days for Ipswich School. They lead 12 points to 0.
The time's correct in the clock.
Newton then gets us restarted. Holdcroft to Tadaro. Tadaro dancing in his 22 and then offloading before Howard thumps it long. Burkett sees that ball bounce and bounce and bounce and eventually bounce all the way into touch, and it may just have caught a fingertip on its way through. Did indeed. Ipswich
ball, yeah.
with the line out.
Right, just inside here. Just
And
inside.
just a
you're
sign
fine.
there with the way that ball bounced, it really is
Push one.
dry ground out there, and it's letting the ball really sit up
Thanks.
when it bounces through.
There's no competition there. You're just going straight to your man. I need an inside action there. Scrum or line out. Scrum. We've got about 2 to go, guys. You're just outside. Yeah.
Here we go. Let's win it, Brown. Yeah, Brown.
Crouch. Bide. Set.
Roughly 2 minutes left to go, says the referee.
Got advantage.
Ball just spilled, so Tadaro gets it moving to Van der Veen, out across to Owusu. Third try for Ipswich. Dave Owusu with a score he'll remember for a very long time. The ball went loose. Tadaro moved it to his skipper Van der Veen, who shipped it on to Reed, who gave it on to the gas man. Howard gives it to Tadaro. Tadaro somehow finds enough space to get it to Van der Veen, who's lovely out the back offload to Reed. Allowed Reed the time to feed his winger Dave Owusu. And that is 3 scores for Ipswich. And it might just be enough to take them through to half-time as well. Well, I said, this is the biggest game Ipswich have ever hosted. They can make this lead last another 35 minutes. Be the most famous victory Ipswich have ever recorded. Howard's conversion is just wide, but his side won't mind too much. They are leading 17 points to 0.
Okay,
An
last play.
extraordinary last 10 minutes of action
Last play.
from Ipswich School. Last play of the first half. Can Sedbergh
Hold.
engineer a score to finish off on, or can Ipswich get through?
Okay, it
Ball
came
is
off
lost
Brown,
forward.
went to Brown, accidental offside. It would be a scrum, but we're half time.
And that is half-time. Ipswich head into the break with a 17-0 lead. Sensational stuff from the home side. Sedbergh have had some big moments, but they haven't been able to crack the Ipswich defence. And as we head into this break, they will be thinking they need a big, big second half. Ipswich absolutely flying right now. As we look back over the tries, this first one, the pick of the bunch. Tadaro fed Reed, who broke through. Gave it back to his centre partner, Eduardo Tadaro, for a sensational opening score of the game. Reed got on the front foot, but just look at that. Look at the patience, the look inside. Tadaro had moved from left to right, so he just switched sides. No one catching the young Italian there. Second one, a more traditional affair. Mart van der Veen, the Ipswich captain, who burrowed in to get the ball. Forced it to ground. It was a unbelievable bit of forward play. Bobby Eaton-Collins brought it down. You see there, van der Veen latches onto the ball. And when he realises the pace it's going at, he was not letting go. Mart van der Veen with Ipswich's second. And then, well, moments before the half-time break, that loose ball in the midfield allowed Tadaro just to weave some more of his magic, and then van der Veen as well. Billy Reid providing the final pass for Dave Owusu. But just look here, the work between Tadaro and van der Veen. Tadaro to just find some space, and then look at this pass from van der Veen, out the back door, job done. Try time in the corner, Dave Owusu. And it all ends up then with Ipswich School leading at half-time, 17 points to 0 against Sedbergh. Heady days indeed here in Suffolk.
Hi, I'm Mark Hadaway, Managing Director of Lubron UK, and we're really excited to announce our partnership with Ipswich School Rugby. I like that.
Half-time chat finished up for Ipswich. Mark van der Veen just having a quick word with the referee about a couple of things that I'd like him to have a look at. Sedbergh still deep in conversation. Knowing them as I do, talking about the opportunity that lies ahead of them here. First big test of the season. They're in a tricky spot. Just suspect they will be relishing the opportunity to try and find a way to dig themselves out of it. That is the attitude that they approach their rugby with. The great rugby institutions. Ipswich, though, going to be approaching this with equal excitement. They have an opportunity here to do something very special. Connor Holcroft is going to be the man to get us started. Ipswich playing from right to left, kicking us off. Sedbergh in brown, playing left to right, receiving it through Buttrell, and Newton gets his kick away, and it's a good kick. Up almost to the 22. Holcroft with a bit of magical footwork to somehow keep that ball in. Feeds it back in field to Howard, but the defence is up on Howard. Holcroft having to conjure a bit of magic just to escape would-be defenders, and finding a bit. It's out to Owusu on the far side, who's met by a couple of Sedbergh tacklers, so Ipswich will have to find a more orthodox way out of their 22 now. Plenty of changes for either side. I'll try and keep you abreast of those as we get opportunities through the half. Dan North, I think, has come on for Ipswich. Most likely into the back row. Leo Williamson on it inside centre for Sedbergh. Josh Bullock also on.
Good, thank you.
also to
You've got a
Seb
big gap.
Smith
You're
for
just not
Sedbergh.
hitting it. It's on the outside. Option. Scrum and line out. Captain.
Line out wasn't straight. Sedbergh called for the scrum after a bit of a chat. Charlie Turnbull, the skipper, signalling to the referee.
There.
Come on, Hayes. Come on, Martin. I'm off you, Buller.
Crouch! Bind! Okay. 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 He wasn't able. It was a delay. He wasn't able to get his bind. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Yeah. Yeah.
Go on here, lads.
We can sort it out. Yeah. Yeah. Just yeah. Yeah. No. No, thanks, guys. That's what we agreed in the brief. That's good.
Go on, Hayes. All you, buddy.
Crouch! Bind!
Feel like the next score
Set!
going to be big moment in this game. Scrum goes down. Referee, I think, is going to reset it.
We'll just reset. Okay. What have you got going on, guys? What's up? Too eager. Okay. Okay. Let's keep the square and steady until we set. Okay. Okay. Let's get the offset. Yeah.
Do remember to stay with us here on Next Gen 15 throughout the afternoon. We've got another game coming up at 2:45 p.m. Rugby School against Oakham School, part of the bicentenary celebrations of rugby football
Crouch!
at the birthplace of the game.
Bind. Okay. You can't
Just
get a bind on.
head on to the
Yeah.
Next Gen 15 YouTube channel. You'll find the link for that one there at the conclusion of this game.
Yeah, yeah. Have you got another issue? Yeah, that's all that's happening. Just keep. No, we're just resetting it. He needs to get a bind.
15.com as well for all the preview information about it.
Give him something to grab hold of, otherwise
Get a hold of that link. YouTube.com/NextGen15.
Crouch.
YouTube.com/NextGenXV.
Set!
Sedbergh scrum. Moved away by Newman to Newton, who then moves it further out. But the ball has just spilled in the wide channels. Counter-attacking opportunity for Ipswich. Holdcroft won't need any second invitation for that, but he's met by a wall of defenders and will come back for the scrum.
You're too deep. You're not going to get a quick ball out of that.
Tom Newman, as you might have heard there, is on for Sedbergh at scrum half.
From here.
Keith Thompson also on the left wing.
The last one was good, yeah?
It's like Noah Woodhouse has come on the left wing,
Last one
wearing
better,
20
yeah? Work together,
for
guys.
Ipswich. Dan North, in fact, wearing 17, is slotted into the second row for Ipswich.
Let's go!
Crouch! Bind!
Georgi Churashvili
Set!
is on. Sees Rohan Burke move from tight head to loose head. Churashvili,
Use!
tight head, and doing a good job at that scrum, but doing a good job as well as Newman, who's put them under pressure, and Turnbull breaks free. Charlie Turnbull, the Sedbergh skipper, goes over in the corner, does he? Referee awards the try. Charlie Turnbull doing a real captain's turn for his side there. They needed the first score in this second half, and Turnbull delivers. Tom Newman did so well, making a real mess of the ball here for Ipswich. It squirted loose, and Turnbull just seized upon it, and the young Newcastle Falcon needed no second invitation. He just seized upon that loose ball and then had the acceleration to ease away. Woodhouse did well to try and cover it, but Turnbull quick enough and powerful enough to get over and get the ball down. Junior Newton stands over a tricky conversion, strikes it nicely, strikes it very nicely, but just not quite long enough. But Charlie Turnbull's try is the opening score in this second half, the all-important opening score in this second half.
Okay, behind the kicker, please.
It is game on here. Holdcroft hangs it high. That's a wonderful restart. Claimed by Buttrell, and then a huge tackle comes in on him from Tadaro. Newton's kick charged down, but tidied up brilliantly by Tom Newman, who then gets the ball off the field. That's sharp work from the scrum half, though. Very, very sharp work. I think Tadaro might have done himself a bit of mischief making that huge tackle on Jacob Buttrell, though.
Yeah.
Bang on the shin on his way through, I think.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Yeah, you kicked it out. Yeah, you've got a man down, time's off.
What a tackle that was. And then a charge down as well from Harry Chapman was exceptional. Fortunately for Sedbergh, Tom Newman alive to it. How about that for a response to conceding the try from Ipswich? Real leadership from Tadaro to commit to that tackle. While there's a little break, another chance just to say a huge thank you to Lubron Water Technologies, who are Ipswich School's partners and sponsors here, and who have contributed so much to be able to make today's live streaming, not just of this game, but also the under-16 fixture this morning. Huge thank you to Lubron Water Technologies. Do go and check them out. Tadaro is back on his feet. Looks as though he's okay to stay on the field. Having a little jog on the spot. Seems to be doing the trick.
Okay, I didn't see that, so we're just going to go with mine. Yeah. We're going my call, guys. I didn't see it touch.
I think he is being ushered from the field.
Have you got
Possibly temporarily, just to...
Time's off. You've got a man on the pitch.
Have a better
you got your
look.
sub on? Have you got your numbers?
Looks as though Dave Owusu has slid in from the wing into the centres.
It's got 15.
Keep an eye on that. Play moves our way. Sedbergh looking to attack, an attack from deep. Leo Williamson takes the ball into contact. Newman to Finn White, gets across the gain line, as he does so often. Newton out the back to Stewart.
High.
Penalty to Sedbergh, high tackle.
Coming in lateral up
Junior
here.
Newton. Is he tempted to send this one to the corner? I think he might be. You just feel the physicality stakes are hotting up as well. The noise on the touchline starting to rise as well.
Good, thank you. Keep it going. It's a good game.
Hayden Stewart just having some running repairs after that big carry.
Yeah. He's looking good to me.
Newton does go to the corner and gets it into the 22 as well. It's a good kick from right in the centre of the field.
Numbers, please.
Numbers.
There we go. Here you go. It's for you, yeah? 7 calls.
So, but a crucial line out here. Seen Ipswich score from a similar position. Turnbull does really well to bring that one within his grasp. Ipswich have countered it well though. And the ball is unplayable. Brilliant defensive work from Ipswich School.
So scrum guys. A small toot's kind of an infringement. A long, hard one is a penalty.
Yes, Edo. Hey boys, we're not finished now. We're not finished yet. We're not finished.
Okay, we good?
Yeah.
There we go.
I'll try a bit. Come on, boys. Lads, don't leave now. Come on, second, don't leave. Second. Don't leave, boys.
Crouch. Bind on properly. Bind. Set. Hold the shove.
Sedbergh is back on the field, and Holcroft, his mate, has the ball in hand and just scragged there. That was an important tackle from Jack Randall. And the high tackle just came in.
Him up here, guys.
Ipswich
Always lateral.
and the penalty.
Sedbergh. Here you go.
Line out to the home side, just inside Sedbergh half.
Good.
Ball off the top and out to Howard. Gives it quickly to Van der Veen, and Van der Veen goes hard and straight. Bit of space on the left-hand side for Ipswich, but stepping back across goes Wilkinson. North.
Not held.
Good carry from North up to halfway. Tadaro does really well to hang on to that ball, and still goes Tadaro. Tadaro still going. Oh, wonderful running from Eduardo Tadaro. How he got through those tackles, I'll never know. Howard now thinks there might be some space out wide. Van der Veen does so well to get the ball away.
Over.
Sedbergh defence scrambling. Rohan Burke dummies and goes straight.
Oh, please, leave it.
14 can't tackle him.
Howard out the back, oh, lovely handling. Woodhouse now steps back inside, and then the big tackle comes in from George Burton.
Don't please, please don't please.
Hey, 14's holding him again.
Walter. Burke. Through the middle. Goes Wilkinson. Ipswich score. The Tadaro break. And then the power game came through.
I will, yeah.
And Ipswich have their fourth try, and that was so patiently worked.
On me. You can go in a bit.
Burke had the big carry. That tied in defenders. And then Wilkinson saw there was no defence behind the ruck and had the wherewithal to just pick the ball up and force his way through. Sedbergh was stretched. The fringe was just a little loose, and Wilkinson needed no second invitation. 22-5 with the conversion from Howard to come. It's a good strike, but just pushed it to the right a little bit. But James Wilkinson's try.
Get below the waist.
Okay, time's off. I've got Waters here and I'm doing subs. We're doing subs. Yeah, time's off at the moment, guys. Time is off. Time is off. Time is off. Okay, our sub's good, Jake? No, where is he? Yeah, time's still off. It's on me, not them. Okay.
Ipswich and Owusu received the kickoff. What an important score. That may well prove to be as the game goes on. Howard had a little dart Van der Veen, by the way, his handling has been exceptional in this game, and now we see a little bit of his hard running.
Okay, nothing's very slow. Wait, wait. 3, 3, get the back foot. You're offside again as well. Yeah?
Another
3
penalty
offside.
for Ipswich here.
What that was called? 9, 7. Jacob.
Okay, here's our D. Here's your D. Are you D? D? D's it. No, let's just do it once, guys. Let's do it once, please.
Line
Just
out
one more.
Ipswich.
Yeah.
Van der Veen.
It's okay, it's okay. No, no hands, no hands. Leave it, leave it. Zero man, leave it, leave it. You're the man in there putting the hands in him. Just trying to stop the penalties.
Holcroft puts the pressure on. Ball just beat everyone towards touch though.
Here we go. There you go. Yeah, one more. Get back. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, you can't do that. That's blocking. He's got to come in and take us. You can't give it. No. Whoa.
Penalty said, but Turnbull wanted to go quickly.
Haven't given the mark. Yeah.
But the ref hadn't actually given a mark.
You can't pass it out over the ball. He's got to come in and take it. So that's obstruction.
So Newton will have a stab towards the touchline.
Let's go, Rods. Here we go, fellas. I'm on you. Fucking go. Round. Let's go. Let's go, Lee. Come on. Yeah.
Perfect.
Apologies to viewers for anything that's been coming through on that pitch side mic. It has now been moved.
Good. Okay. Whoa!
Buttrell takes the ball in. Leo Williamson moves it out now to Randall, and Randall just looked to get on the outside. Defence did well just to scrag him. Newton flat.
Not seen.
Into the hands of Smith.
It's out.
And again goes flat. Newton really trying to put people through the holes here. Turnbull.
No hands.
Gaining more and more influence. His side needs him to have it. As they look to break through, and breaking through they do go. Nathan Brew. In fact, I think it might have been Liam Kiernan. Smith. Buttrell. Newman having a go around the fringe, and through goes Burton. Burton does well. Ball goes backwards. Tidied up by Sedbergh.
No.
Been White met by a wall of defenders, and they might just have stripped it away. It's now come back on Sedbergh's side though. Buttrell steps in to play scrum half. Newton fires it wide towards Williamson. Williamson gets the offload back inside. Scramble defence is good from Ipswich. Turnbull now out to Thompson. Thompson still going.
Tackle down.
5 metres short, Sedbergh.
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't in touch before he touched the ball. Down there. Yeah.
Penalty to Sedbergh.
I had a good view. He went into touch after he touched down the ball.
And it looks as though, with 19 minutes of the half gone,
No,
we're just going to have a little water break.
So I've got 16 minutes. So it's out by a bit, not much. Yeah.
So, while this water break is taken, just a chance for us to reflect on the state of the game.
Sorry, wait.
Ipswich was
Down
17-0 up at the break. Sedbergh hit
It was
back
out here. Yeah.
to reduce it to 17-5, but James Wilkinson, just a few moments ago,
Thank you.
he's a I do apologise, viewers. In all of that, the referee actually awarded a try there. We thought that the ball had gone out into touch, but the referee was saying that the try had been scored before the touch had happened.
Yeah, right, let me get captains in.
And so Sedbergh have reduced the deficit, 22 points to 10. Referee just wants a word with the two captains. But what an important score for Sedbergh that was. Charlie Turnbull
Time's off.
just comes over for a chat alongside Mark van der Veen.
We've got a really good match here. Yeah. If I get players off the ball, well, we've got open play.
And to sort of summarise what had happened there, the ball had been moved wide from Sedbergh out to that left wing. As they went diving for the corner, there was a call coming in that they'd been driven into touch, but they weren't in touch. They got the ball down before the touchline was found. And so they have reduced the gap to 22 points to 10. 12 points the game, 16 minutes left to go. The two captains just have a word with their players about maintaining discipline going into this final period of the game. What a final period we are heading in for as well.
Okay. You get it, guys, don't you? You get it. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
15 minutes
Ready?
for Ipswich to hold on for the most famous victory in their rugby history. Sedbergh with 15 minutes to provide a miraculous comeback, and Newton is looking to spark that here as he moves the ball out to Nicky Thompson. Tackles rain in on him, but it's back in Newton's hands to White. White, aggressive carry from the Saracens, number 8.
Leave us!
Randall carries hard and straight. White again, this time gets the pass through, but Tadaro intercepts. Eduardo Tadaro, can anyone stop him? Tadaro is well caught by Nicky Thompson. Oh, Eduardo Tadaro, you have to keep such an eye on him. Howard now moves it wide. Wilkinson already has a try, moves it wide to Woodhouse. Woodhouse goes close, Woodhouse goes over. Ipswich strike back. Noah Woodhouse off the bench scores the try.
Not now.
All sparked by yet more magic from Eduardo Tadaro. And Noah Woodhouse, who started in that second 15 game just a couple of weeks ago and came off the bench there for the first 15 to score a try. And here he comes on off the bench for the first team again and scores a try that will mean so much, not just to him, but to everyone connected with Ipswich School. Tadaro did well actually not to get turned over as he got towards heavy traffic. Then Ipswich moved the ball so nicely. How about that from James Wilkinson as well? The second row realising that the missed pass was the try scoring pass rather than giving it to that huge threat that is Connor Holdcroft. And Noah Woodhouse demonstrating that it was the right call. Howard's conversion doesn't quite land but Ipswich lead 27 points to 10.
Charlie.
And we are down to 12 minutes left to play.
It's not going to change anything, is it? Yeah.
The tension around the field here is palpable. Holdcroft fizzes it to Tadaro. Tadaro has a dummy and Tadaro has a half break.
Play back.
Howard puts boot to ball, knows he wants to play in the other end of the field.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Nathan Brew. Tom Newman looking to find a bit of space, and now Turnbull in those wide channels where he's been so dangerous finds a bit of space. Ipswich tackles just come raining in though. Newton to White. White pops it through to Bullock. They've had a lot of the ball, Sedbergh. And this man Turnbull's had plenty as well. So too Newton, who gets a lovely offload away, but then the second offload skips wide and Woodhouse is trying to seize upon it. Woodhouse taps through. Cover comes in from Burton and from Randall.
Scrum 5.
Noah Woodhouse
Went back by Brown. Scrum 5.
is having some sort of a
Retreating
5 minutes
player
or
played
so
it back.
out there.
It's a scrum 5. Now, your guy played it back in. Yeah, okay. It's a scrum. What do you want me for earlier?
Over there in the breakdown over there, it's complete.
Okay. I'll watch it. Get you guys to roll away from the tackle.
What a game this has been. Just shy of an hour gone.
Okay. I'll just let you know.
Sedbergh have had a lot of
retreating player
ball,
played it back into
but
touch.
Ipswich
Yeah, with the hand.
seized
Into the
upon
goal.
any possession they've
Into the
had
in goal.
with some clinical work.
Second, all day late. Yes, boy.
It's 5
On the
tries
line,
they've
please,
now
Ted.
scored.
Let's go, ball.
On the line! Okay. Crouch. Bide. Set.
10 minutes from history, this
Hold
Ipswich
job.
side. Tadaro. Howard. Big wide pass to Owusu, who might have some space here. Owusu steps back inside. Dave Owusu. And that might well be the game.
Get your kick ready.
A 6th score for Ipswich, straight from the set piece.
Okay.
It was a solid scrum. Tadaro drew defenders in. Howard with the big wide pass. And Owusu,
Take the kick.
with the defence having to drift hard to cover him, just stepped back inside and has his 2nd of the game, his side's 6th.
Well, you can see where he scored. Time's on.
Howard stands over the conversion on the far side of the field. In fact, it's Tadaro now who's taken over the kicking GTs. That one just slides to the left-hand side. The Italian inside centre, who, by the way, is still just in lower 6th, and yet has been one of the most influential
please.
players on the field.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Sedbergh
Time's
keen
up.
to get a move on.
Yeah.
Junior Newton sends it high. It's a perfect kickoff, actually, but Ipswich do well to bang it back on their side. But it's knocked forward.
Okay.
Sedbergh scrum.
Let's go.
Sedbergh now. A lot of points, they need them fast.
Take it.
There aren't many sides that can score that many points this quickly, but this might just be one of them.
Crouch. Bide. Set.
Scrum goes down, we'll reset. And every
Let's
one
get
of these
stability,
resets is seconds ticking by
Real good, guys.
for
Let's just get
Ipswich.
stability.
This place is going to go
We'll do it
bananas.
nice and slow, okay? Inside shoulders
Things
out.
stay as they
nice
are.
straight line. Thank you, guys. Crouch. Bide. Set.
Scrum goes down again, but the ball is playable at the back. Newton, Williamson interchanging. Williamson looking to get that arm free, but still ploughing on is Williamson. Deep into the 22 now.
Not for me, not for me.
Newman has a little go around the fringe himself.
Tackle.
Sedbergh are close, inches away. There's space wide if they want to use it. The defence is all crabbed in. White to Newton. Newton now to Butterill. Butterill. Barrage is over. Sedbergh have their score. Oh, surely not. Surely, surely not. It can't be on, can it? Newton's conversion goes wide, but he won't matter about that.
5 and a bit.
He won't mind about that, rather. It's tries Sedbergh want,
5 and a bit.
and tries they want fast. Ipswich, admirably, have run up to the halfway line. Fair play to them. Just see that Butterill try again. Kick-off is claimed. Just caught in the air was Smith, so Sedbergh go fast. Newton now
Not 10, advantage.
to Nathan Brew, to Jack Randall, who gets his offload away, and now it's back in the hands of Nicky Thompson there on that left wing. They're not going to give up this Sedbergh side. White to Bula. And another penalty for Sedbergh.
Penalty here.
They go quick again. Newton. Randall gets the fend away. Randall's through and into the 22.
Momentum.
Newton to Butterill. Butterill, oh, that's lovely handling to Smith, and Smith is now deep into the 22. Finn White goes through, picks it up off the ruck. White is through.
Not me, no, away. Away.
Newton with the quick conversion, lands it. 32-22, 10 points in it. What are you doing, Sedbergh? That was brilliant from Finn White, it has to be said. So aware of the space around him. Referee gives Ipswich the hurry up. This time, not quite so admirably up to halfway. Perfectly understandably.
Okay.
It has to be said.
Time's
I would
up.
not be rushing up at all. And here we go, it's a 10-point game. Newman takes the kickoff. Feeds it to Newton. That pass just behind the man, so the attack is stymied a little. Sedbergh prepared to throw the offloads. Need another one quickly. Oh, this is torture for Ipswich. But this is joy for Sedbergh as bursting through goes Bula. Newton
Advantage. 8, never back
to
on
Stewart. Playing with penalty advantage as Sedbergh. Newman now moves it wide here to Burton. Burton stays in field nicely. And Turnbull picks up. Turnbull gets his arms free to Newman. Did he come in through the side?
Penalty against you. You're off the ground. Off. That's 2 penalties.
No, he didn't. It's a penalty to Sedbergh. And Turnbull goes quick. Turnbull doesn't want to waste any time, but the ball is in touch. But it's another penalty. Ipswich were back 10. Charlie Turnbull.
Not back 10. You are now.
Having a rumble. 90 seconds left. Newton, oh, that is on the money from Junior Newton. They need to get this across the line quickly, though.
Do it here.
They can't spend too much time talking about this one. Bula will throw in.
Last two. We're in the last two.
They go to the front to Stewart. Clever play from Sedbergh. Bennett.
Well, good work.
Newton to Randall. Penalty Sedbergh, Ipswich offside.
On the line.
They need to go quickly. They do go quickly, but they're not for the right place.
Make sure I can see you taking it. On the line.
Finn White goes close. Sedbergh inches away. Sedbergh over the line. Charlie Turnbull, the skipper. Oh, he has stepped up. He has stepped up big time. Newton gets the conversion.
Last minute.
And there is time. There is time to play. 3 points in it.
Last minute. I just said it.
Oh, this is extraordinary.
No, last minute.
From Sedbergh. This is extraordinary. Win, lose or draw here. This is extraordinary. Can the home side hold out for this most famous of victories, or will Sedbergh complete the most incredible of turnarounds? Charlie Turnbull was the man to just drive over from short range. Utter determination. The referee is trying to hurry them up.
Get a sub on.
There's an injury in the backfield, I think.
He's off the pitch. Okay, can we get a sub on? If it's his head, can we get him off?
There's an injury in the backfield.
Okay. We're not doing assessment. He's off if it's a head injury. He's off. Yeah. Oh, who?
And it just allows a moment for everyone to catch their breath.
I didn't know about him. Sorry. No? Third.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yeah.
32-10, less than 10 minutes ago. Sedbergh just refuse to be beaten here.
There's 30 seconds to go.
Dan North is back on his feet. Can his team hold out for victory? We are into, I think, the last play of the game. Here we go. Kickoff hangs high. It's claimed by Ipswich. Ipswich have the ball, but it's a penalty to Sedbergh.
Sealing off.
Ipswich sealed it off.
Calm down, guys.
Referee says calm down.
Yeah, you've got time for the...
He needs to tell a few of us up here to do so. Newton finds a safe touch.
Last play.
Last play, says the referee. 48 metres for Sedbergh to win it. 48 metres for Ipswich to hold on.
Last play.
I don't know how the boys out there on field are keeping composed. No one on the touchlines is. They go for the trick line out again, but it's not straight. Ipswich are going to win. Ipswich hold on for victory. The lineup not straight. Ipswich have their famous win. They built it and built it as the game went on.
Straight to your man, no competition.
Sedbergh came storming back. Came storming back, so extraordinarily. But Ipswich held on.
Great game, cracking game.
And they held on for the most famous victory that this school has ever had.
Well, thanks for everything.
Schools Rugby has a new kid on the block.
Cracking game. Rugby's the
Rising
boys.
stars no more. They have risen.
See you soon. Well done. Cracking game. Cheers. Well done. Well, cracking game. Great.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Sedbergh gave it everything.
Well done. Nice game.
That final 10 minutes
Well played. Well played.
was perhaps the most extraordinary 10 minutes of school rugby
Keep it going. Keep it going.
of the season, perhaps of many seasons. But Ipswich had done the work
Well done.
through the game.
Thanks for everything.
They'd built the lead,
Thanks.
and they'd built just enough of a lead to hold on to it.
Watch my game.
Ipswich 32, Sedbergh 29.
Very doing Thomas.
The two sets of players applauded from the field, applaud each other from the field. Each and every one of them on both sides deserves every last clap of the hands out there. They put on a show that few were capable of. Make no mistake, that was a seismic game of schoolboy rugby. Historic, incredible from Ipswich. And Sedbergh gave as good as they got. To beat the great ones, you've got to do extraordinary things, and Ipswich did extraordinary things. Hearts would have been in mouths. Hearts were in mouths, but they held on for the most famous of victories here. Sedbergh give each other a pat on the back. They were extraordinary too. That final 10 minutes was like nothing else we've seen. Ipswich held out. They got the job done. They have their famous victory. It all finishes up here. 32-29 to the hosts. Thank you so much for joining us for this one. Do stay with us later on. We've got a 2:45 kickoff. Rugby School against Oundle School over in the Midlands. But from all of us here in Suffolk, fantastic afternoon after the most extraordinary game of schools rugby.
That was a really good game.
Hi, I'm Mark Hadaway, Managing Director of Lubron UK, and we're really excited to announce our partnership with Ipswich School Rugby. I like that.